This is why this podcast sucks and we have no fans, is because Rick and damn Duper talk way too goddamn much.
Okay, that time I heard. Is it? What is happening here?
I don't know, but you're talking for whatever
It's
reason.
fighting me.
What's fighting? Cough.
God damn, this is how we start a show.
This is how you start a show. Right.
I don't know why I played twice. Okay, so technical difficulty, maybe. Maybe this is what we wanted to do.
Yeah,
dude, I just hit play.
You are the problem. Right
hey, welcome everybody. This week we are bringing everybody together here.
Everyone.
You've got Rick, you've got Dupe, you've got Greg. We're all over the place, and then we have a special guest host covering for Josh this week. His name is Lee.
Yeah.
He's single, ladies.
Oh.
Putting it out there, huh?
Let's throw that hot shit out.
Yeah. He also has 11 kids, so I don't know. There's going to be a give and a take.
Hey.
He's cute, but he's got a lot of kids. Hey, Dupe.
Yeah.
Who are we not sponsored by?
Divorcecourt.com.
Hey, Lee, have you been there with your 11 kids?
I have.
Do they really have a divorcecourt.com? I gotta go to this. I'm just curious now.
Find it.
Nice.
And then tell Heather why you were so interested after the show.
Yeah, you were very excited about that.
Well, she already knows about it. Dude, they really actually have a divorcecourt.com.
Yes.
And it's all their videos and everything. Wow.
Oh, is it like
amazing?
Wasn't that a TV show on Channel 9 or
there's somebody who looks like the three of you guys in each of these videos. It's amazing.
I'm getting so distracted watching this on TV. I'm sorry, guys.
So I decided to wear a heavy flannel tonight because I want to see if I can sweat more than I did last week.
Oh.
So that's what's going on here. You're going to see me probably take my glasses off or they're going to fog. It's going to be amazing. That's my week for this live show stuff. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude, I turned it up.
It took Rick 36 minutes to wear that thick ass fucking flannel too, and it looks horrible.
It did. Watching him put it on.
It's a Lakers flannel. Fuck you. It's the Mamba.
Very, very amusing. So, anyways, we are now in 20. I'm cutting you off. Shut the fuck up.
Wow.
No.
Wow. The guy comes on and he's taking over the show.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, we let him come in here and manage the OBS stream, and then all of a sudden he's taking over the show.
Yeah, I like
anyway,
I'll see you guys
so
later.
Lee, go ahead. How was your week, Lee?
Go ahead, Greg. Greg Duper?
No, well,
Lee, tell us about your week. What'd you do this past week?
I don't want to talk about my week.
What do you want to talk about?
I mean, it's literally Monday. My week just started. I can tell you how my day went at work.
Yeah, how was your day at work?
It looks like you had a long day at work.
It was a very long day. What is that?
Duper! I got one too.
Oh God!
So we got
not yet.
More
not yet. Not yet.
Why?
Lee didn't tell us anything else. Was he done?
There was nothing else.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then fuck you, Lee.
I joined your podcast to not talk.
Yeah.
So for the third week in a row, right? It's presents.
It's presents.
Really exciting.
It's
so
like
these are
an extended Hanukkah.
This one
I'm really excited because my present was from Josh and Lee, and I got to open it a couple days ago with Josh here.
Dude,
so,
is this like the Gay Boy calendar?
I hope it's just envelope
calendar. And keeping with the theme of everybody else, I got Nature's Dicks.
So did I.
All right.
Penises all throughout nature.
Dude, it seems like some of them are harder than others.
That's kind
of, I mean, Duper, which months do you think most represents you? And sorry for my glare.
May. Because there's so many penises. It's actually the cover one as well. That's my birthday month, and there's so many penises, so it represents me very well.
Just September looks more like totems than it does dicks, but you know.
Yeah, I don't see the dicks in September. Rick, you see dicks and everything. You see? Can you see it in September?
Yeah. Yeah, I can see September. I don't see the dicks unless they're like those stubby. Like I don't know if there's any ladies watching. Do those look like dicks?
I like how February has a huge shaft and a small head. You see that right here?
That's an uncircumcised.
It's for precision, dude. It's for precision. Now, just so everybody that's going to be listening to the podcast on Wednesday, that
Josh.
was a calendar. What was it called again?
Nature's Digs
Nature's-
2021
And for
calendar.
everybody listening on the podcast on Wednesday, we are now streaming on all your favorite social media platforms. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. What else are we on, guys? Twitch.
The Twitches, the YouTubings, the
Check us out.
Facebookings for us old people.
We
Yeah.
go live every Monday at 7 p.m. Well, ish. Not exactly.
Yeah.
So, I just want to let you know, because we're speaking live stream, there was a little feedback, and from someone's wife on this stream, she's pretty sure that Duper's going to build a road trip based on these locations now. Thanks, guys. So, good times.
The Jalopy Run.
Jalopy Run? Oh my God,
that.
Jalopy Run with all the dicks?
Should
Like, we're
definitely
just
be part
going
of
All
from
we
dick
would do is drive around and check out different dicks in nature.
I'm just gonna
Right,
take.
so-
I'm just gonna take picture of Rick sitting on top of all those dicks.
That's funny.
That's it.
Here's the present that I got. Again, Josh actually he came over, so I opened it there. But Lee, Josh, seriously, the greatest thing in the world. I hope everybody's aware of the meme. I don't even know what it's called, but it's just this giant black man with a giant penis sitting at the edge of a bed, and it's beautiful. Well, I got a bobblehead, and I don't even know if I can take the sock off, but this bobbles, and this bobbles. So yeah, I don't know. Can we get banned for this?
We probably shouldn't take it off.
Yeah, that
Okay.
that definitely gave us an
I-
NC-17 rating.
Oh God!
Oh,
There it went.
So what I have learned from this gift giving exchange that we just had is that Josh likes you much better than us.
Yeah. Well, this
Yeah,
was
dude.
Josh and Lee, so thank you, Lee, since
oh,
you're
yeah,
on
buddy.
here.
Yeah, buddy.
I mean,
It was
this
worth
isn't
it.
this is intense. I can't even I had to keep it covered because I have a 12-year-old in the house. But when
Oh,
when I
now you
finally
care
built
about
a
the
little
12-year-old in
studio-
the house.
Yeah.
How
You know-
much was that if they both had to go in on it?
I don't know, price it, Duper. My wife loves when you do that.
Well, it was.
Hey, I made a promise not to make any jokes about that today to my wife, and so.
Did you really?
Um,
Damn
but
it!
how much was that shirt that you're wearing currently? If that's a Black Mamba shirt, that's got to be kind of pricey, huh, Rick?
It was like $50.
Yeah.
That shirt
I'll-
does
I'll
look better
give
than your
you a
shitty ass
later.
hat, though.
Ah,
Brutal,
shit.
bro.
Well, let's
We're
kick off the show.
We're just
Lee,
gonna start a Reddit thread just about how much of an asshole I am and how much she hates me.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think she actually hates you. I just think that she liked being able to call you a little bitch through a text.
I think
Nobody's
she
gonna
just
understand
has
the
a
reference to
strong-
any of this either, so that's even more fun. Bottom line, my wife and Duper got a little scared. I think this week, my wife went after Dupe. It was fun. So it
The
was
only
just,
thing I'm scared about,
and it was
about
humorous.
this
It
whole
wasn't
thing-
like she wasn't mad.
the only thing I'm afraid of is like if I come back at you and Rachel too hard, it's gonna cause a divorce, and I don't want to cause that, dude. I don't want to come between the beauty that is your relationship.
Dude,
So I'm gonna let it go.
Don't cause a divorce yet. I know now
Yet?
that there is divorcescore.com. You can go there. Just we're in escrow, man. Let's just get out of escrow, and then you can figure that part out. That's fine. Lee,
Yes, sir.
as our guest host, we thought we put you on the spot, right?
Yeah,
What's
sure.
our first topic this week? What are we talking about?
Oh, we're going to talk about our lovely New Year's resolutions as we escaped 2020 and went into 2021, and what those were.
What was yours?
Me didn't make one. I had zero
Don't
expectations
have any
going
kids
into
this year.
Yeah. No more children in 2021.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
All right.
9 months from now, let's see what happens.
Ah, shit.
Dude,
That is
I
true,
thought
'cause, like, in order for that to happen, he just has to not impregnate a woman for these next 3 months, right? Because then,
Yeah.
if he goes 4 months, then that baby is technically next year's baby. So that's all you got to do is put on a condom for 3.5 months.
I thought he was gonna
No.
say pay child support. Sorry, Lee.
Oh Jesus!
I gotta go, guys. Let's see you.
But I mean, at least Lee acknowledges his children, Greg.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
true.
Oh.
Yeah, You know, I got mutant babies probably in Madagascar somewhere or something. I don't fucking know.
Probably true.
No.
All the anal babies out of Afghanistan.
What was your resolution, Greg?
To fucking not see another death in fucking 2021. I think that's a pretty good one. And to lose weight, I think that's always a good goal. How about you, Rick? Was it to wear normal clothing?
I am sweating balls in this fucking thing.
So, like, I'm only gonna wear t-shirts that cost over $80 this year because that's who I am now.
I hope your wife was watching. Just because you promised. Already breaking the promise. Now my resolution this year, I didn't really go in depth, but probably try to lose some of that quarantine weight that I've put on.
I love how everybody blames that weight gain on quarantine.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, I sat on my ass for 10 months working for the last 10 months. Like, definitely put some weight on. And then the only time I went out was to golf, which means I was drinking and eating shitty food and sitting in a golf cart and then trying to walk half of it. And you're not, it's not an exercise. It's not exercise. And you only do it once or twice a week, right?
The only additional like 20 pounds that you would have got if you were going to the office is walking to your office. That's it. That doesn't count as exercise, Rick.
It would have forced me out of the house. I would have been able to go back to the gym. I would have still been playing, ball. All that stuff that went away and forced me to stay home. We would be out on the weekends.
And not playing softball for you really wasn't exercise because you got to make contact with the ball to run the first base, and that never happened.
Hey, it could be an intentional walk, bro. All right.
I don't know if you know anything about walks.
A walk, right? Like,
I don't know if you know anything about walks. That's how it works.
They're holding up the number 4, like 4.
Him.
4.
You just don't swing. Okay. You just don't swing. Be like, all right, dude, hit the plate, bro. They can't. That's usually how it works.
But what Rick doesn't understand is that he always has tees for his softball. So I don't know how he strikes out with a tee. But
we never had a tee. We should have gotten a tee. One time we should have gone out there with a tee and set it up.
It would have been funny. It would have been great.
Fuck. All right. So that's good. Do make a resolution.
I want to go back to watching more cartoons, dude. Like, I miss watching regular show and Cartoon Network. I'm just gonna go back to watching that shit. I'm gonna regress. Like, I feel like I'm in that age group where it's just like I want to be a child again. So fuck it, I'm gonna go back to watching.
Did you say regular show?
Dude, regular show is fantastic.
Oh, I don't know what that is. What is that? A cartoon? I'm assuming.
It's a children's cartoon that was on Cartoon Network.
It's a great.
Now it's on Hulu.
It's a great cartoon though.
It's great, man. I love Muscle Man. Muscle Man is like probably my hero.
And I like everything.
Well, when that show was on, when that show was actually airing at the beginning, I was actually in good shape. I was very muscular at that time. Not very, but muscular, right? And then that show came on, and Muscle Man changed my life. I realized you could call yourself Muscle Man and still be grossly overweight and still be a muscle man. So I've modeled my life since then after that.
Okay.
You know who else did that? My mom. I don't know what that is.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna give you a courtesy laugh, and we'll just take it.
Yeah, I know. Ha ha ha. So here's the. I'm getting fucking text. Everybody we have people watching the stream, and then they're texting me. I'm not gonna check my texts. There's a comment box. Well, look at that. Thanks, guys.
It looks like our comments are
We've
hidden.
lost Rick to the comments again.
It looks like they're hidden.
No, I'm just saying. I'm getting text feedback.
Move
this is interesting. I'm used to the just the record.
Now they're up front. Now they're right in front of Greg's face.
The comments?
Yes.
Not on YouTube.
You're watching the lag.
It's okay.
Yeah. Stop worrying.
So hey, what's the next topic? Since this is going to be the most interesting episode on Wednesday.
This is you guys. This is the squirrels.
The squirrels.
Oh god damn it! Go ahead, Greg.
Oh, I love the squirrels.
Do it, Greg.
So in New York, they had rabid, raging squirrels that were evidently attacking people in the city of what was it, Brooklyn or whatever.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, dude, it's amazing. Check this shit out.
Now,
are they gonna be able to watch the video?
they can see the video. The problem is Rick wanted me to put the video into the stream with no commentary or anything on it.
Okay, so no, we all understand that there are two. Fuck you. We're not even going to get into the technical shit. It wasn't possible to be able to play sound in a video and still record for our actual podcast, which is what we actually do.
Dude, shut up! Look at that flying ass! Look at that flying ass squirrel.
So
look at the squirrel. It's gonna jump. It's gonna
Well,
drive.
no.
Is it there yet?
We're past
It
it.
was
I'm looking at the
We're
naughty
past it.
things
Look,
right now.
I'm looking at a bloody old lady.
Dude,
She's been
the
beaten.
squirrel will scream
She
at
had
you.
the
Yeah, there it
absolute
is.
shit beat out of her by this fucking rabbit squirrel.
I mean,
Look at those
you're
bites.
telling me that you can't fight a
Fucking little
squirrel?
bites.
Like, it's a little
Dude.
fucking squirrel.
That squirrel took out more people than fucking ISIS did, dude. Fucking goddamn! Look at that fucking that chick got fucked
Yeah.
up.
Unbelievable.
They're
You
treating
know?
it like it's a
Oh,
member of
look at
ISIS
that bloody
anyways.
ass hand.
No, this reminds me of Duper in his 20s, like just rabid, just fucking attacking anybody,
Yeah,
cutting them up and everything.
yeah.
It was dark times for Duper back then.
So, what's next? Since now we're actually getting into that phase of this whole like apocalypse where we're going from like it was like a pandemic, and then you had killer bees or the murder hornets, and you know, like, are we gonna get a Sharknado? That's what I want to know, or a bear
Ooh.
apocalypse.
Ooh.
Are we gonna get something like that? That's what I want to know.
It has to happen in
I
New
don't
York
know.
though, or else it doesn't count.
only in New York do you get all these
No.
weird ass disasters.
And then Ian Ziering will have to like come and save us all and everything, you know.
Ooh, I'm punching stuff over
But what do you think, like the newscasters? What do you think their first impressions were like? Oh shit, we really got to go to this neighborhood.
Yeah, like,
Talking
man,
about how these
they
ladies
really
got
don't
fucked up
respect
by
me.
a squirrel.
I get no respect. That's it.
here.
This is ridiculous. Well. Thanks, squirrels.
Yeah.
Did anybody actually read the article to find out why the squirrels are attacking? Are they just rabid? I mean, like,
From what I
Is there an
read, it
excuse?
was one squirrel.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
most brought up.
Yeah, it was one squirrel that was just running up and down that one city block there, just fucking everyone
Evidently,
up.
fucking
over and over and over again.
he
Yeah.
was mad, dude.
There's actually there's theories around that say that some people think that the squirrels are doing this because there's not as much food out there because so many people were moving the New York area, leaving the New York area, that there's not as much food available for the squirrels. But I don't know. I don't necessarily believe that theory because it seems like New York City would have plenty of trash for these squirrels to eat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
it.
it's just tired of wearing a mask and tired of being in the house all the time. So
It's definitely an upgrade over your face.
I like that it doesn't actually fit your face too. Like, it looks like me when I try to wear like one of those KN95 masks because I have such a fat wide face. It's just a little white circle right here, and then just straps going back, like cutting across the fat cheeks. It's fucking awesome.
you lose circulation, you faint and shit. No.
Duper, tell me about some video games.
All right, so there was a game started on Kickstarter a few years back called Star Citizen. This game raised $339 million. Some people donated up to $5,000, or some people donated up to $10,000 back in 2010. And so gamers are starting to feel kind of disenfranchised that this game might never come out. How would you feel if you donated 10,000? I'm sorry, Rick. How would you feel if Rachel donated $10,000 for this game?
Much better. That's
Never
much
got it.
better. She's coming after you. I'm just letting you know.
Oh no! Don't worry. Don't worry. You're gonna get something in the mail.
I cannot wait. Oh man,
Dude, like,
you should
can
be your best
we-
friends and your income. Even when you have something's going good in your life, there's still a way to tell you you're a fuck up. I love it. It's fun. Star Citizen, right?
Star Citizen.
I wish we would have thought of this before we started the podcast and just like get everybody hyped up. Like, we're starting a podcast, guys. It's going to be epic. It's going to be the most amazing thing ever. And then you throw like some piece of shit fucking pictures and graphics and everything else, and then get $1 million and then just never release it. Like, I mean, but now we're like too fucking vested. Now we got to continue with this shit.
We've
So
already
this-
done the shitty graphics and the shitty
I
audio
know.
and the
And now we got a
video.
fucking social media guy who's just taking over the entire podcast. So.
I didn't
Yeah.
do any such thing.
You hear him taking over the intro immediately. Hey, welcome to my stream, guys. I'm gonna play Call of Duty right now.
I can switch over right now if you guys want me to.
Who's playing Minecraft? I'm streaming live, bro. Go to my Twitch.
Check
Dude,
out
like,
his Twitch account. What's
Yeah.
his Twitch account, dude?
This is what you did. You made me come and co-host with you so I couldn't spam the hell out of your chat with my Twitch again. That's what.
So, what is your Twitch though? We're in the middle of it. Might as well throw it out there.
Oh, yeah,
We're gonna have you
it's,
do that a
it's-
couple times.
Ishsun P5 Xbox. Look it up. Do it.
Could you spell that? Can you
Nope.
spell that, please?
Nope. I'm
Can you
assuming
use
that,
that in a sentence?
I'm just going to assume
For
that
the-
everyone watching is illiterate.
Can you use
So
that in
for
a
the-
sentence, please?
For the old people like
You-
us who
You are drastically
yeah.
overestimating our audience.
with our 7 viewers on Facebook and our
why are
3
you
viewers
watching?
on
Ish, right?
Why are you watching that?
Ish. ISH. Ish.
Yeah,
Sun.
buddy. Yeah.
Ish.
Is
Sun.
it-
At.
Is
P-
it SUN or SON?
Oh, it's SON, buddy.
So
And then-
ISHSON.
And then P5. P Paul 5.
PP?
Yes. PP.
PP5.
PP5. It's just P5.
Okay.
One P.
Anyway, so the start. So we threw it out. You'll try that again later. Want to make sure you get ads. Get some people to look at you.
Or what Josh says is bitch son P5 on Xbox. That works too.
Whatever. As long I see that now.
He says that all sad, like
I know. Well, I mean, it's a good stream. If you guys have never watched anybody actually play through all of the original Dora the Explorer games, Minecraft, like
Dude, he even does like the leapfrog like spelling.
he does.
Yeah.
He literally takes every Call of Duty and he plays the introduction, the tutorials for you,
Just that's
and then just stops playing it.
it's
He doesn't even get online. It's fine.
it's a tutorial video. That's all I do. One giant tutorial.
Yeah. So definitely watch it play.
He just
Good
keeps
time.
it on the title screen. That's it for 5 hours. All right, guys. Hope
Yeah.
you like and subscribe.
This is
This
what it
kind of
looks
this
like.
kind of felt like the right place to talk about this because we're in the middle of this video game talk. But yeah, either way, is that game coming out?
No, it's never coming out, dude. Somebody took $336 million right to the bank, dude.
Hmm.
$339 million.
It's kind of like those dudes that they like did the same instead of a video game though. It was like a music festival in the Caribbean,
Right?
and it never happened or whatever. Yeah.
Firefest, yeah.
Like,
The thing about these things is like sometimes you have these great ideas and you get into it and you realize that the idea is bigger than it's really feasible for you to do.
Mhm.
I mean, it's just like us with this podcast. We're way in over our heads with it.
Way
so
too far. Yeah.
It's terrible.
So after a listener requested it last week, we thought we'd throw this back out there. Return of a segment. Duper looks really, really excited to do it too, since it is his segment. Are you prepared, Duper? Are you prepared to do
Yeah,
this
yeah.
and bring this
Yeah.
a little action? Big shout out to you guys for the graphics. Pretty intense.
All right.
All right, I'm
well,
gonna start some music.
here we go.
hopefully it works.
Here we go.
And what does that word mean?
Some definition.
Dumbass definition. Yeah. How big it is. It's a dumb size. Can you use that in a sentence, please?
Rick's cheeks are dumb size. Alright, so defining Duper, this was a pretty easy game.
So I give you guys a word, and then you guys need to try to define it. So this word is going to be giraffe.
Dude, I like how you
Okay.
created poster board. That's
did.
It just- hold on a
amazing.
second. He made poster board. Oh man.
Dude,
Giraffe.
wait, didn't you give us that word like 3 months ago?
I feel like he's already done this word, but I'm gonna guess it anyways. You know what, Lee? You go
Gonna
first.
start off with
Oh,
some easy.
I get to go first. So it's like when you get in the shower and you're watching you're washing the dandruff out, right? And the stuff that falls on the floor that you're kicking down the drain, that's called the draft.
I like that. That's what that is. Rick, what do you got?
So it's funny because I was thinking shower too, but I was thinking more of like a southerner when he's like, I'll be right over. I gotta go draft, like dry off, but he doesn't know how to say it. Just flapping the balls with a towel.
Okay, I like it. I like it. Great.
It's how Mike Tyson pronounces the word draft, like NFL draft, NBA draft.
Hey guys, did
know?
you see that NFL draft?
Who's having the draft? What we got?
Donkey engine.
Wait, what was
Donkey
the definition?
engine. What was the definition?
Oh, I'm sorry. To refuse.
To refuse? Okay.
Like I refuse this fucking game?
Donkey engine.
Donkey engine.
Oh god,
Donkey
Rick,
engine.
this is all you, dude.
What do you got for
so
a donkey engine?
in times of intimacy with my wife, I'll be like, hey, baby, you ready? Here comes the donkey engine.
Uh,
I don't understand how me disclosing how much clothing cost that you wear was crossing the line, and yet your constant advertisements of the bedroom antics that you have with your wife does not cross the line. I don't understand this dynamic. Greg, what do you got for a donkey engine?
Oh man, dude. So, shit. I want to say that is the name of the 3D printer that made all your guys' Caucasaurus Rexes, except for Lee. I'll get you one next year, Lee. I promise.
Oh, I get to get one?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna get it.
I hope that donkey engine works
Every
great.
guest of the show gets a Caucasaurus.
Oh,
That's not a bad idea. I like that.
all right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Lee, what do you got? Donkey engine.
Ah, fuck, man. I got nothing. I have no clue. It's the donkey that pulls me from point A to point B.
All
What?
right.
That's it.
I don't know. It's a small auxiliary engine on a ship.
Oh, there's actually a donkey engine on a ship. So if I go on a cruise, I can say, "Hey, man,
Alright.
where's the donkey engine?"
I mean, you can. I mean, why not? Right.
I'm gonna- like that sounds like something you'd ask in Mexico, like when you're like looking for the donkey show. Like, hey man, where's the donkey show? Also, can you show me that fucking donkey engine? Yeah, bro.
I feel like that's just the 45-year-old guy in the broiler room downstairs, like hairy as fuck, just sweaty as shit.
Like me?
Yeah. Go down
Yeah.
there and see him, dude, if you want. Cud bear is the next word. Cud bear.
Oh.
Greg, what do you got?
Ooh.
So, do I want to go dirty on this one?
Yes.
Or
Because that's where my mind went.
but all my dirty jokes are about Rick, and I feel like I
That's what I'm
pick
here
on him
for.
too
Give
much.
it to
You
me.
know?
No, I like it.
Like
I
Rick,
like it.
So
so
it's-
Rick's coming after you, little bitch.
It's when Rick, it's when Rick is in the process of swallowing all that bear semen.
Mm.
And by bears, I mean gay men, not
Cud.
the animal.
All right, Lee, what do you got?
Yeah, I was thinking something along the lines of a bear, like a man bear, that comes
Yeah.
over
Man
to
bear
Rick's
pig?
and helps him get through his evenings when Rachel's pissed off at you.
All right, I'm not gonna lie. I was also thinking it was some kind of gay thing. So it was gonna be like you know how like there's like if you have a circle jerk, there's a cracker in the middle. But like if you
You
go
love
to
the
a gay bar, maybe there's like the Cud Bear, and if you just need to relieve yourself, you just go over to the Cud Bear, and he's just sitting there like in a little fuzzy guy outfit or something, like bring it on, boys. I don't know. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so the correct answer was whatever Greg said. It's a purple powder used for dyeing.
Oh.
A purple powder used for dyeing.
Oh, okay.
All
I
right.
heard that wrong.
Bad mash.
Oh,
That
we have
sounds
a
like a
few of those,
kick-
huh, boys?
That sounds like
Rick, what do you got?
that sounds like a badass name for an 80s sitcom
Right?
starring the boys of the Take Warning podcast.
What would it be about?
Well, I don't know, Lee. What do you think that show would be about?
Well, it would probably be a crossover between MASH, right? Chips, and some weird like show with some strippers.
Okay.
Gotta have the strippers in there.
I feel like Bad Mash would have been a better name for like a heavy
Band.
metal band in the 80s.
Yeah.
That would have been badass, like a hair
Yeah.
band. Like, yeah, Bad Mash! That's
Here
what my
comes Bad Mash.
talking to you about is a hair metal band.
Bad Match is open up for Guns N' Roses, bro. Woo!
How you doing, Wisconsin?
What do you got, Rick?
Shit, man. I don't know. We talked about all the good stuff. The other
The
thing,
new name of this podcast, Bad Mash.
can we change our podcast name to Bad Mash? It's a type of food.
It's a hooligan. It comes from India.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Rick.
start calling people Bad Mash.
Rick, you know a Bad Mash.
I know a few Bad Mashes. Arthur, you fucking bastard.
No, the little Indian boy you paid $10 to make that shitty ass.
No, he was a good mash. He was a very nice mash. He was a very appreciative mash.
Apple knocker. Apple knocker. Lee, what do you got for an apple knocker?
I just picture that chick with the huge tits like smashing apples instead of watermelons first. Just,
Oh.
Dude, I
All
might
right,
be
so
able to
it's
do that with
Pamela
my
Anderson
tits.
And It's like Pamela Anderson and what was that guy who was smashing the watermelons all the time?
Gallagher.
Gallagher.
Gallagher. They
Yeah.
had a
Yeah.
child.
Yeah.
That's an apple knocker.
Yeah. Okay.
Greg, what do you got, buddy?
Oh, dude. Oh my god. All right. A person who bobs for apples, but after they get the apple, they use it to knock Rick out or whoever is next to them.
Oh.
Okay.
Best I could come up with, guys.
Rick,
Sorry.
when you keep putting Rick into the definition that you have, the odds of you getting it right really, really
Drastically drop. Yeah. It's
They
gonna be very
drastically
low to
increase.
right.
What are you talking about?
Very,
Everybody
very low.
knows English wasn't my strong suit, nor was science or math or. Anyway,
Okay.
Okay.
So I was
Apple
thinking,
knocker.
I mean, like Lee kind of hit it right on the head. If I was going to think if it was something like that, the only other thing that I could think of it being is a small Latin man that has like a stick and he's trying to get apples for harvest, and he's just swinging at a tree like a pinata, just wah, wah, just knocking apples off.
So unfortunately, because I'm the host of this episode, I can't go into my safe space
That's
right
what I
now.
was
But
trying to do.
you're trying to. So it's an ignorant or unsophisticated person, Rick.
Oh, I'm an
So
apple.
Greg,
knocker.
you got this one right too.
Oh. Oh.
see?
Obnoxious. This one-
It sounds like
What do
a
you got?
pill.
What do you got, Rick?
Sounds like a prescription pill you'd get. Is
For
it
your period?
Nah, maybe. My obnoxious period? It's like a pill that your husbands get for their wives because they're like, come on. Like, come on. That's it.
I was gonna say, when you're on
man.
your obnoxious period, Rick sounds like Gilbert Gottfried.
Come on.
Greg, you guys got anything on this one?
Dude, so I'm going to say that it is a poisonous substance used to maim or kill.
Okay.
Huh.
Really trying to actually get this one, huh?
I-
What do you got?
Yeah.
He Googled that shit, didn't he?
Who?
No,
What?
He's wrong. He's very wrong. Close enough.
Wait, oh, me? No, I'm looking.
No, not
God.
you. Rick, pay attention.
Rick always thinks it's about him.
No, I was looking away. I got distracted from
Yeah,
everything.
I think it's the obnoxious onion from that one show with the hot dogs that were fucking each other at the end.
Is that the regular show? Is that
No.
what you're talking about?
No, the movie.
Sausage party?
No, yes, yeah,
Yeah.
with Seth Rogen. Right?
So it's something extremely unpleasant. That's all it is.
Oh,
An obnoxious?
So I could be right.
yeah.
How many more do we want to do?
Keep it going, dude. I really
I
like
don't
your
know.
charts.
All right, this one go fast. Cyanic. Greg, what do you
Poison
got?
it. Oh no, that's like blue. Like you're blue in the face.
That's what I was thinking too.
That's blue.
Lee?
Oh no,
Yeah.
that's cyanotic.
Yeah, no,
Cyan-
that's the blue
Cyanic.
version. That's the blue version of cyanide that was used to maim and kill.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rick.
Rick?
Yeah.
I also was thinking blue. I was thinking it might have been the Titanic's blue sister. It's another ship.
Try
just
a lot
another
more,
ship
yeah.
with blue.
A little bit more busy. This is blue. All right, so
It's just-
now I feel like we're getting to the fun one. Okay, so we have 3 more to go. I want to save this one.
All right, all right.
Schrodinger's douchebag.
Is this an actual word? This is an actual thing?
Yeah, it's an actual. It provided. I even put my source up here. This one comes. So it comes from the Urban Dictionary, to be fair, right? So it's kind of like a loose
okay.
definition, of course, but I am putting the sources up here at the top for everybody.
Gotcha.
So what do you got, Greg?
Is this like? I like how he always goes to me first. But is this is this like what's that dude's name? Pavlov or Pavlov's dog?
Schrodinger,
It's
Schrodinger's
just
cat.
Schrodinger's douchebag. You know, he just rings bells at the douchebag just to see fucking if anything happens. I don't know.
Lee, what do you got?
I actually like his answer the best. I'm not even gonna bother.
No.
No.
And Rick?
Dude, it's obviously something Schrodinger, so maybe it's a douchebag. Maybe it's like, I don't know. No, that's pretty much it. It's going to be something Schrodinger, so habit forming of some kind. That's all I got.
I feel like we should almost name the show after this too. So this is a guy who says offensive things and then decides whether he was joking based on the reaction of the people around him.
What a dick.
Oh,
What a dick.
that's like
All right.
that's like my life story right there.
Kidding.
Like,
So do we want to
ooh.
go offensive or the one named after one of our followers?
Both?
Which one do I want to do first?
Oh, they can't be both?
No, there's
Well,
separate.
remember the original title of this podcast was No Offense, so
No,
you know.
so we'll leave the offensive one last, I guess. 'cause
Okay. Yeah, that's
I
fine.
feel like you guys will have
Go out
a
on a
lot of
high
fun.
note.
Albert Topless.
Albert Topless.
I'm just seeing a bunch of mounds that are hairy. Fucking nipples.
Let me answer this one. I can tell you right now. It's a mystical hidden city in Mexico filled with cats and emotions. That's
Cats
it.
and emotions.
All right.
There you go.
This is an actual word too. What do you got?
It's
Lee?
an actual word because all I'm picturing right now is Albert Rodriguez down in his basement building a giant Lego city of dicks.
For a calendar, maybe?
All right.
Yeah.
It's the name of his town in Forge of Empires.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, the good thing is you said Albert Rodriguez, and there's probably
There's 5,000 of those, so no one knows who I'm talking about.
You got anything else, Greg? Or are you good?
I'm good, dude. What is it?
All right. It's a group of museums and other cultural institutions in London. It's named after Prince Albert.
Oh,
Okay,
Lee. I mean,
I was close.
close.
yeah.
Close.
And Rick, you had Mexico, which is nowhere near it, but yeah.
You know?
Ah.
Greg
Yeah,
is
this
also
is bullshit
very
in
good at
Mexico.
geography.
Washington.
This is it. This is the last one, guys. So,
Oh
All
god.
right.
roll out. Lee, you go up first.
Oh,
What's
okay.
a ghetto spread?
Oh no. Nope.
A ghetto spread.
Nope.
Can I do it? Or?
I'm not getting fired tomorrow.
Are you even allowed to address this for the first 4 months of this year? Because the ghetto spread might get you pregnant again.
Oh.
Oh, no.
no.
We don't need it. He doesn't need it anymore.
Right where my mind went to. I'm just gonna let this one slide and right into the other guys here, because. Yep.
Okay. Take warning.
Yep.
Greg, what do you got?
So it's the rich people in the hood when they get the Jif and the Nutella and they mix it together with butter, and that's their ghetto spread. They
Dude,
it
you
on
have no
crackers.
idea. You don't know how to make spread? First of all, you start with ramen. Then you get that mayo. You get the hot Cheetos, pickle juice, and then whatever kind of meat sausage you can get. Whatever meat you can get. That's spread. It's food from prison.
I could spread all that on a cracker.
Why does it have to be
Rick?
prison, Rick?
Yeah, Rick.
Because that's where it originated, was in
Are
prison.
you saying only ghetto people go to prison?
No, I mean,
Yeah, that's exactly what he just said.
maybe,
No?
well, no, it could have originated in Henderson somewhere too. I know of an area.
I was gonna put my foot in my mouth with this one.
How is it that the guy with the $80 shirts knows the definition of ghetto spread?
He fucking doesn't.
You don't know where I've been.
Something you make in jail when you can't afford the ingredients for a real spread. This son of a bitch just wears these $100 shirts and then drives around the fucking.
All right.
Are you flipping off people in the ghetto, Rick?
He is. He
Yeah,
is.
well, I can't throw up my signs.
He is.
So Rick lives at 1482 Main Bleecker Street, Roseman, California 98420. So
man.
you know, bring your ghetto asses to his house. He'll be happy to give you some ghetto spread.
I will
indeed.
gladly make you spread. Josh, if Josh was on this podcast, he would have gotten it right too. Just so you know, because we actually make spread, so we know.
Oh, I learned it in cooking school.
So
Culinary,
you guys,
no.
use the word ghetto spread and you use your
No, it's just called spread. You don't call it ghetto spread. I don't know where the ghetto shit came from. It's just spread.
All right.
That's it.
All right.
That's it.
So that was
Good
Is
job.
that it? Are we done with this
that
podcast?
was that was a fun segment. We calling it a night now? Can I get off and go to bed?
No, we're not done.
Oh.
We got a couple more minutes. Let's run through the last few topics so we can.
Ginger and Mary Ann. Don Wells dies of COVID-19. Who was hotter? Well, first off, sorry. Like,
You just died. I'm going to talk about how hot you were.
secondly, I used to love Gilligan's Island. I used to ditch
Yeah.
school and then I'd go home and I'd just watch it on the rerun.
Yeah.
All the time. Who? And it used to be like a big argument. Now it's kind of waned off because I mean it's a show from like the 60s and 70s.
50s.
But Ginger and Marianne, who was yours, Greg? I don't even have to ask you, do I? Because it's both, right? Obviously.
No, I think Rick liked the older one. What was her name?
Mrs. Howell?
Yeah.
Yeah, girl, love that funny.
Rick's like, I really like your pearls. Here, I'll show you mine. Dude, dude, that's sad, man. Was it COVID related or no?
It was COVID. It was COVID related, wasn't it?
Oh,
Yeah,
she
it was
did that.
COVID related.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, yeah.
For her, it was COVID related?
Yeah, it was COVID related. She had
Oh.
COVID.
No. So
didn't realize
Josh
that.
has been missing for the past few weeks. Do you think like he had a party with the reunion of the cast of Gilligan's Island? You know, and then they just went out with a bang and they couldn't handle it no more.
I wonder how many of them are alive yet. They're still.
She was the last one.
Is she
Really?
That's good,
Yeah,
huh?
she was the last one. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
Well,
yeah,
sad.
either way, it was Marianne, right?
That
Is there an argument to
The whole
Marianne?
cast is gone?
Yeah, she was the
I
last
didn't know
surviving.
Well, yeah, they're on a fucking deserted island somewhere.
Oh, Jesus
Duh.
Christ.
Shit.
Dude, think about it. They were in their between 30s and 60s when they filmed that in the 50s. So,
So?
Was it the 50s when they came out?
yeah,
I guess. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Damn.
man.
Every time I go to Duper's house, I feel like I'm going to Gilligan's Island because it's so far and my GPS doesn't work and I get lost.
You guys get in the car and you look at Heather and you're like, just sit back down here.
It literally is. It literally is a 3-hour tour. I'm just
In
saying.
Reno, Nevada.
I don't have any crime up here, so fuck you guys, dude.
I don't have no ghetto spread up here. I'm with the rich people. I have rich
Oh,
spread.
I'm up here where everybody wears $80 shirts, Rick.
Our friend Foofy actually just asked, does this mean that you think the show will be rebooted? Is this the next one in line now? Because she passed away.
Probably.
It'll happen.
Ugh.
I guess that was what Survivor was, right? I mean, Survivor was essentially a reboot of this, but now we can't just have a good, funny TV show.
You know
anymore.
what Island show was very fucking good until the very ending was Lost.
Yeah.
I never watched
yeah.
it.
And
Never
then
watched it.
the end happened. You're right. It was like that
Yeah.
last season. You're like, what the fuck happened, dude? Lost was
Yeah.
so good. And then they just
Yeah.
fucked up. They fucked up.
Never saw it.
Oh, dude, it's so good up until a point. And then
Up
it
until a
changed.
point.
Ginger or Marianne?
Who'd you ask?
Lee.
Oh, Marianne, definitely.
Yeah.
She was,
I feel like-
she was smoking, bro.
She
Yeah.
was hot back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Greg, what do you expect is going to happen in DC on these with these protests?
What's happening in DC? Is there like
What's
an
happening?
inauguration that's going to
in
happen
DC?
soon?
Yeah, they're living in the Mount Rock. So on January 6th, there's big reports that a huge amount of MAGA supporters are going out to DC to kind of demand a recount and to demand a change in the count.
I really hope
day.
that there's 11,780 of them. Just
That's
exactly
the day
that
that
many
Just
people.
exactly.
Congress is actually certifying the results from the election.
Yeah.
So I think
You
the only
think
thing
there's
that's
gonna
going to happen is COVID is going to happen. I mean, it's just going to continue to happen. Probably going to get worse. You know,
I don't know.
you
I
got
don't
the
know.
inauguration
I don't
right
know.
after that too. So yeah, it's just going to be a COVID fest.
Do you think all the churches in Kirk Cameron will be there too? It sounds like their thing.
Speaking of like the inauguration, like, so all Biden's rallies have been with people in cars. Do you think they're going to let people park in cars on, Washington Memorial where they usually do the inauguration? Like,
Nah.
No, because they don't
No.
have Teslas.
how would a
That's
Tesla?
fair.
You can't do that because you would have to leave the radio on in order to hear what was going on. But if you leave the radio on, the battery's in the drain, so you can't get home.
Yeah. And
Well,
there's no Elon
honestly,
Musk
if
there.
if you go a few blocks up to the inauguration, you're gonna have to stop to charge anyway. So what the fuck? Why not?
Yeah.
Isn't that how Teslas work? I'm pretty sure.
You know, I just like
Uh.
succumb to Rick's idiocracy of Teslas, and yeah, I just like agree with him now. Even though like he can't drive his car 1 week without it breaking down and fucking
No, it works. It runs fine.
know.
It just sounds bad.
with duct tape,
It's like, exactly.
you know. But Duper, what do you think will happen? Yeah, I mean, you're the one who's more up on DC politics than any of us.
True that.
I hope nothing happens. Honestly, because there's a lot of reports that Antifa is going to go out there. There's a lot of reports that says, the Proud Boys are going to be out there. The Boogaloo Boys are going to be out there. It's
Wait, how
always
many different boys are there? Boogaloo, fucking Proud. Is
Boogaloo
there
Proud.
like Mean
Proud
Boy?
Boogaloo.
And then you have the Lost Boys.
You have the Lost Boys.
Do you have
Yeah.
the Bad Mashes?
The Bad Mashes. I don't. I heard that they're not making them. They're not overly political.
What about the Schrodinger's douchebags? Are they going to show up?
They are going to be there. Absolutely.
You
That,
had
that,
to teach me
that
these
sounds
words.
like that might actually be the Proud Boys, though.
Could
So,
be.
I mean-
Actually, it fits.
To be upfront. But I mean, it's a lot of contrasting political views, and it's hopefully not going to divulge in the violence. Hopefully, they're able to keep it under control.
It just seems like this is just more, and everybody's got a right to this kind of stuff, right? But it just seems like it's one of those things where they're just trying to raise that awareness and build that hype for the next election. That's kind of how this whole thing feels. Like it wasn't necessarily about winning and overturning an election. It's just keeping you excited and wanting to push towards 2024. And that's what it feels like.
No,
But I think
a lot of it is about overturning, though.
It
Yeah,
absolutely is about
60 lawsuits, 60 plus lawsuits have already been overturned. There is no evidence of anything.
those-
They're
those-
filing lawsuits without any evidence.
Rick, you're
I
talking
know.
to
No,
Americans
that's
right
not
now.
true. That's not true.
I
They're
think
being-
majority. Oh, go ahead, dude. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
what
They're being
evidence?
dismissed based on procedural grounds. They're not being dismissed based on any evidence not being found. So
Really?
they're not even being heard. So that's the issue. And now there is some state legislators that have heard the evidence, and there's varying opinions out there about how damaging the evidence is, and we do know that there's voter fraud. Hands down, there was, right? When you see those suitcases come out from under the desk in Georgia, that's a big question. If you listen to the Trump tapes that just came out, that CNN was talking about all day yesterday, they
Dude,
don't
I
even know
think-
how many of those votes were for Biden or how many of those votes were for Trump. They don't even acknowledge that, right? They just
I
say,
think I think I see some ballots in your little cabinet there, dude. I don't know. I could be unsure.
Do you
But it looks
think-
like a
so,
mail-in
do
ballot
you-
there.
Do you honestly believe that there was enough
That's
voter
the
fraud
question.
with every election,
That's
right?
the question. That's absolutely the question.
I
Was there
mean-
enough, right, to overturn an election? And Trump, on the Trump tape, said he thinks he won Georgia by 400,000 votes. I think that that's a very drastic overstatement, right? But Trump's not one for subtlety. So that's the real question: is how much voter fraud was there, and was there enough to overturn an election? I don't think we'll ever know that answer.
I think more people are concerned that they didn't get $2,000 stimulus checks, that they only got $600 stimulus checks, because Mitch McConnell is a fucktard.
Well, Rick,
So-
don't worry about that.
Yeah. Oh no,
Rick
not
is
at all.
not-
I mean,
Yeah, but
no,
he is
not
a
at
piece
all.
of shit regardless. That man is a giant
And-
piece of shit. I've been saying that for months.
And shame on you, Kentucky, for re-electing him. I'm just gonna
yeah.
leave it
Honestly,
at
that
that.
dude is a snake. Honestly,
Yeah.
McConnell is he's really, really slimy.
Terrible.
Yeah,
terrible.
he's a
Terrible
horrible,
human being.
horrible human being.
Absolutely.
Oh, we're putting the chat to sleep. Move on.
Oh, shit.
All right, Rick.
This
COVID
part will be
shit.
overhanging in there. Fuck you, Foofy. Oh Jesus! All right, so where are we at? What do we got the next thing here?
COVID corner. I want to make a soundbite
Oh.
around that because I feel like we talk about COVID every week, and I want to call it COVID corner, and I want to have some
COVID.
intense intro music and be like COVID corner.
And then it just
I
comes
would-
in.
No, I think we should. I think we should have it like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, where it's just like it's a beautiful day in the COVID hood, beautiful day in COVID. Won't you be mine? And Rick could obviously put on an expensive cardigan fucking sweater. And then we'll put Lee in the top corner riding the train and shit. And then we'll
Yeah, the
just,
whole segment.
do happy animals about COVID. That should cheer
Makes
everybody
sense.
up.
All COVID.
I'll find the song, Greg. I need you to do the lyrics.
I got
Rick,
you, dude.
I need to buy a $160 cardigan.
We got about 7 minutes here, guys. Everybody was looking for us to be in
Hold
there.
on,
Go
hold
on.
on.
Hurry, go.
I'm looking up Arthur's
What are we
suggestion.
looking
I'm
up?
looking up Kim Jong Un and comparing you to him.
How does it look?
And it's
How does it look?
he's spot on, buddy.
Did you put it in the stream?
No, I can't.
Well,
But
Sounds good.
you look just like Kim Jong Un.
I always wonder
Uh,
why Rick, loves Dennis Rodman. But yeah.
there's a lot of reasons, man. It's a good country. They don't have COVID.
All right,
What do you
so
got,
Right.
COVID.
So there was a big report that came out this week showing that if we were to adequately vaccinate all of America to where we need to be to get herd immunity at the current pace that we had, because we were supposed to do Operation Warp Speed was supposed to be 20 million doses by the end of 2020. We're currently at like what 4 million total in the country. It's getting distributed. It's just not being You're not getting vaccinations. So distribution's not the problem. It seems to be administering the vaccine. If we go at this current pace to be able to get to that 80%, it could take 10 years at the current pace. Now, there are a lot of models that show that they can ramp up and they'll figure this out. It's growing pains. It's new. But this is also government, and bureaucracy works very, very slowly to react, honestly.
Dude, that's a lot of Mr. Rogers COVID episodes. 10 years? I don't think we could be that creative for that long.
I was cool with like 6 more months. That's what I was waiting for. Give me 6 months. That's it.
Yeah, it's still a long time.
I still want my Sputnik 5. Just saying.
Yeah.
You know, and I want like the syringe to be like the picture of Ivan Drago, you know, as they're injecting it into me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now there are mitigating factors here. There's still the AstraZeneca vaccine. I think that once they get themselves to get through more trials, more testing, figuring out what the fuck happened with their shit, they'll get an EUA. I'm trying to remember. Johnson & Johnson has one coming out. As they do that, that just ups how many doses you can actually get every week distributed, because all these will be somewhat effective at some point. It's interesting, man. It sucks because I would hate to see it go longer than the summertime and get back into this big wave and then the surge upon a surge bullshit. I don't know. That's just stuff you want to avoid. We don't need to see the case positivity rate at 58% again, like we are now.
I hate articles like this that want to project this out 10 years about how long it's going to take people to get vaccines. This is obviously a growing pain thing.
Yeah.
It's obviously a thing about it's new and they're rolling it out, and there's no way we're going to get 20 million vaccines out there, right? And in April and May, we were saying it was going to be, NBC said it was going to be a miracle if we had a vaccine even in 2020, right? Everyone was actually kind of, mocking Trump for even saying that we would have a vaccine. Well, we do have a vaccine. And now we're saying it's not coming out fast enough. And now they're even talking about splitting up the number of doses and not fast tracking the second dose. Because right now what they're doing is they give you the first dose, they save the second dose for you in the future, right? Now they're talking about not saving the future ones, which I don't like. I feel like the process that we have is the right process if we're doing it the right way, and if we're vaccinating the right people first, right? So if we're taking care of people at high risk.
I agree with you, dude. It's definitely growing pains at this point. In 3 months, if we're at 5 million in 3 months, 10 million in 3 months, and it's like, okay, you guys should have probably administered more than that because we know there was more than that produced, then we can start talking about how slow it's going. Right now, there should be no talk until February. See where we're at in February. Give it a couple months to roll out, implement systems to be able to get this stuff going, and then talk shit. But yeah, I agree. I think that this is just another article where they're, obviously it's just to get headlines. So
Yeah,
Rick, the chat says you look like burnt mustard.
Yeah, you know what? I gotta change the.
You're not like a ghetto spread.
It doesn't get the color right.
Doesn't get the color right. It's got the red in your cheeks just fine.
It's not the 300 pounds of fat, the 65
there we go.
pound
Can you
moves.
see the purple now?
Yeah.
Can you see the
It's all
purple
about
now?
the lighting. You know.
I like how you're only chin up on your screen, Greg.
I do that. This is what I'm known by. This is my trademark.
Wait.
You know?
I thought that was just all a chin. I didn't realize his face was in there. So
so Josh, when he comes on, he's going to be all forehead. Maybe we can put Greg on the bottom and Josh up top. That way we have like this weird talking forehead chin.
I think I'm already on the bottom. Yeah.
Also, I always have rosy cheeks. That's just a trait of my chubness.
Great.
Yeah, dude.
Russia's COVID-19 death toll could be 3 times higher than reported. What a fucking surprise. Tens of thousands of people come down on the Las Vegas Strip for New Year's to celebrate. Which one do you want to talk about?
So dude, Russia has the numbers right where they want them, bro. That's like chump change. Sputnik 5 is doing miraculous fucking wonders in Russia. Just ask any of our friends who live in Moscow and they will tell you it works fucking perfectly. And dude, fucking Vegas, man. Like, I don't know. Like, at first they were like, okay, you could go to downtown and we're not gonna have any fireworks, but you pay $25 to get in. And then they made the decision the night before to cancel that and refund everybody's money and only allow hotel guests. So it was still a lot less people. But the Vegas was busy this weekend. I know the number of people that came in and out of the airport had its highest numbers since COVID happened, and that was all this weekend. So obviously there was a shit ton of people in this fucking city. And just because it's New Year's, I'm very curious and afraid at the same time to see, like, holy shit, what our COVID numbers are going to be a week or two from now. I mean, because a lot of our ICUs are already at the limit, and you got some special people out there who are not following the rules, and it's just going to be devastating to see the impact of COVID by the end of January, man. So,
Yeah.
That is true. And then they're going back
Yeah.
to California where those ICUs are being overwhelmed. Nevada, we're not being overwhelmed because most of you dumbasses from California come out here, catch the COVID, and then take it back home. So keep it back there. Rick, you had a good time out here on New Year's Eve. How was it?
Dude, I was making out with everybody I could.
Oh yeah.
So it was great, dude. Lots of screaming, lots of indoors. Like it was cold, so we wanted to stay inside. We kept finding these nice little quaint restaurants that were just packed wall to wall. Really enjoyed eating there. Sang some songs. There was a karaoke bar. That was a good time. So yeah, and then I made it to church service on Sunday before I went home. All of it went well. I'm good.
What do you want to talk about on these two?
Oh man, I'm just waiting to see how these numbers skyrocket, man. Come February, March, all these freaking idiots are gonna. We're gonna be fucking destroyed, man. Like out here, for example, our ICU's already overflowed. We hit 0% capacity last month, and we've overflowed that by 115% now. Just out here in the Antelope Valley. So I'm waiting to see what happens elsewhere because no one's listening to shit. It's fucking annoying.
So
Yeah,
optimistically,
I feel like we've gotten through the holidays, which is a good thing, right? We got through Thanksgiving, we got through Halloween.
Well, that's
we
where a
got
lot of
through
those numbers are coming from,
Christmas and New Year's. But now we have up next MAGA March and on the 6th. And then we'll have the inauguration on the 20th.
You
Both
seem
of
to
them are going
forget
to be.
that if we follow history, marches and stuff don't raise COVID. So
well, good.
oh, here we go. With
Because
this.
Kenosha is locking
Oh, my
down
God.
the Jacob Blake hearings. They're actually going to rule on those constitutions.
it only took 59 minutes for Lee to incite this out of Duper. So I am looking forward to the next 35 minutes.
hey, man.
But now
Here we
you
go.
have a lot of events coming up, and it can spread a lot of COVID. So
It
for
will.
anybody out
It
there,
will spread a lot of COVID.
There will be some spread. It's not going to be anywhere near. All of these things that you talked about, a lot of those are outdoors. I think that makes a big difference because everybody's learned that it is close quarters, right? Being inside with people outside of your household is your biggest issue. So you go and spread it. It's going to be Thanksgiving. It's going to be Christmas. It's going to be New Year's. It's stuff where we go indoors. You go to a rally outside, there's going to be cases and it's going to affect it because you're around a bunch of fucking people. You go to a thing on the beach with Kirk Cameron, there are going to be cases. Not nearly as bad as everybody sharing, households for Thanksgiving or spending the holidays out of town and traveling and flying. 1.3 million fucking people flying through, the United States. What the hell is that, dude?
That was just one day.
That was yesterday. The TSA reported it yesterday. 1.3 million people flying yesterday. I mean, that's the kind of shit that you're going to see this compound. And now that you have this more virulent strain that's being found, it's in Colorado, it's in California. I'm sure it's going to be all over the place when they start looking.
Sputnik 5 can't get here soon enough, man. Just saying.
Sputnik 5.
By the way,
I think by March is going to be
COVID.
the good month. March will be the turning point, man, where things will start to come back down a little.
yeah,
hopefully.
Sputnik 6 should be out by then, so we'll be fine.
Is that when they upgrade to Grey Goose?
Yes.
They just
Well,
eject you with the Grey
Ooh.
Goose.
They're gonna upgrade. Shit.
Well, right now it's Stoli.
Yeah,
So-
but they're going from Stoli to Grey Goose. What the fuck?
I was gonna say Grey Goose isn't Russian.
It's vodka.
And you say my
Uh,
geography is bad, so yeah.
It's all vodka.
Greg, you wanna rant about this guy?
Yeah, dude. So also over the past week, 19-year-old Zayon Collins, who is a current Bishop Gorman High School basketball player and a 4-star recruit for UNLV, was under the influence of marijuana. Was driving his Dodge Challenger at approximately 88 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour zone.
Was he trying
Where
to go
he
back in
struck
time?
another vehicle.
Why
No,
was
dude,
it 88
so-
miles an
That's
hour?
all I was
love
thinking.
how specific they are with the speed. Because like
Yeah.
they can't be like around 90. No, he was trying
Yeah.
to fucking get that flex capacitor going.
Well,
I'm sorry. This
yeah.
is not a
I
light
wish
joke.
it was, because then his recklessness wouldn't cause the death of the guy that he fucking hit. So what's very tragic about this fucking story is that he killed the driver of the other vehicle, and they arrested him. He went in front of a judge, and the judge released him due to his quote strong ties to the fucking community. Like, I'm sorry, dude. This athletic bias bullshit is fucking. It needs to stop, man. I don't care how good of an athlete you are, or if you break the law and you actually kill fucking somebody because of your recklessness. What message is this showing by the judge releasing this kid? Because now he's just gonna go live in life and say, "Oh well, I can't do no harm because I'm a fucking awesome basketball player." No, fuck that, dude. You deserve to spend the rest of your goddamn life in prison and fucking atone for your sins, and it's bullshit. The family of this guy who was killed lives in New York too, so they're trying to cause, awareness for this incident. But I mean, I don't know, Duke. What do you think? I mean, obviously, UNLV 4-star recruit, fucking, he's out here locally. So, what do you think about this?
Man, I don't even know if I want to talk about this. This speaks to why I am not a fan of professional sports like I used to be. There's a serious bias within sports and especially athletes. It bugs me when you have a LeBron James who wants to talk about the community and his community, and the experiences that he's had and how rough his life's been. When he was a bigger recruit, LeBron James was the biggest recruit in the world, right? I mean, he was the #1 overall draft pick in the NBA draft. This kid is just a local kid, right? LeBron's never really known any real challenges since since high school, it's junior high, and that's true of a lot of these top recruits. They can literally kill somebody and walk away from it with no consequences. It speaks. We idolize celebrity, we idolize fame when we shouldn't be. Our real heroes should be good police officers who are doing their job, teachers, scientists, people who actually make our society better. The fact that we idolize these athletes and these celebrities and we let them get away with anything is a shame. That's what I think.
I concur.
Okay.
sir.
Rick,
I
tell
concur.
me how I'm wrong.
No, I don't know. No, but you're right. We should be idolizing people like Ruth Bader Ginsburg over LeBron James. Good call.
Who is in favor of partial birth abortions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
No.
Yeah.
Woman's
So anyway,
rights.
fuck that
Yeah.
kid, man. I hope
She was totally
Baby
totally
that
in
would have
charge
been
of
born with
a
the
woman's
head
right to
popping
choose.
out of the
You're right.
room, and then we just chopped the little baby's head off. Go RBG.
Yep.
Yeah,
Let
No,
a
that's
woman make her
obnoxious.
choice.
What do you got?
What? Who are we going now?
No, on the kid.
What on this?
Yeah.
This is a tragedy. I agree. I think that no athlete is above the law, and nobody is above the law. And if you're a piece of shit, you need to be treated like a piece of shit. Bottom line.
We need Judge Dredd,
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. I am the law.
Can we have like Arthur dress up in like Judge Dredd and come out
You'd
here
be
and
like a
just
little
fucking
Ewok
execute the
Judge
kid?
Dredd, though. Just a little guy running up. I'm the law. I'm the law. But he's like this tall. I'm the law.
No, he has a high pitched voice. I am the law. I am the law.
Talking up to the mic. Hey, Hey, pull over. Hey.
You would just drive away because you wouldn't see the cop ever approaching your vehicle. So just be standing outside the window, just like trying to wave. And so you just drive away. You're like, I guess the cop's not gonna get out. All right, I'm gonna go.
You son of a bitch. That's what all he would say.
Uh,
So
That's
Becky
too good.
Hammond, assistant coach for the Spurs. Just a quick shout out, and not to Greg Popovich, but to Becky Hammond. She was the first woman to head coach an NBA game. Actually, if you look at it, there hasn't been a head coach woman on any of the
Hey,
major
Rick.
that I can think of.
Rick, just stop, dude. After you did all that shenanigans, your fucking super duper expensive webcam has you all blurry as fuck. So I don't know if it's the burnt mustard shirt, if
Nope,
it's you know.
It's actually, our viewerships are going up because they can't see your face.
This is how we're gonna do it from now on. It's gonna look like how I see without my glasses on. So there you go. Enjoy it. Damn it.
Oh man.
Fuck a mic up. All right. Who was getting angry this week?
No, well, Becky Hammond was the first female coach in the NBA because Popovich got kicked out of the game. Becky Hammond coached the game. Big moment for Fimnum Lee. Any opinions?
No.
No, don't care. Lee.
No. Actually,
Greg?
I was going back to the guy that you guys were talking about a minute ago, the sports douche.
Oh,
You know, I never
talk
got to get
about
my
it.
opinion on that. And actually, I'll be honest with you. Remember the kid, the white kid? He was a swimmer and he got hooked for rape a long time ago.
Yeah, and then he got off in 6 months.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
well, is that-
he had like no repercussions for
Super,
that.
do not defend this guy.
no, I'm not. Which one was this? So was this the Duke kid or was this somebody?
No, he was a West Coast kid.
I forgot his name.
West
it was,
Side?
it was straight West Coast, long, douchey, blonde
Stanford
hair.
or-
It was one of those
Oh,
colleges,
man.
one of the higher end
So
colleges.
he raped a woman on
UC
campus
Davis.
and then got away with it.
He raped someone, got arrested, but then the charges were dropped and he was let go. And it came
He
down.
never even went to court.
Well, I believe he went to. Did he go to court? Rick?
Well,
Do
he
you
never
remember or
took
no?
any time.
But he didn't do any
Right.
time. And then it all boiled down to him being one of the swim team, like they're the guy that they need type of deal.
Yeah.
And they managed to work around all the bullshit and get him back out there and swimming and everything. And it seems to be this trend with these fucking sports kids that go out and do stupid ass shit. And then the next thing you know, they're hurting someone else's lives and they get to go right back to the bullshit they were doing. So they can go off
Yeah.
and make their millions and everything. Fuck that, dude.
So here's the
Ruin
it
your
was
fucking
Brock
life, too.
Turner. Brock Turner
Turner, that
from
one.
Stanford University. He was only convicted to 6 months in jail
There you
for
go.
the rape. Even though they found him guilty, they had plenty of evidence, and anybody else would wind up in jail for
Yeah.
much, much longer.
Yeah.
And then they let him out after 3 months, so that he wouldn't miss anything.
Yeah. Ridiculous ass shit. But
That,
anyways.
that stuff bugs me, man, because the victim will never get any kind of satisfaction on this,
No.
right? Like if
no.
I was that girl's dad, I would go whoop this dude's ass. I
Oh.
would whoop his ass because there's no vindication in that, right? The court system failed us, right? So I'm gonna catch that dude coming out of one of the bars one night. I'm gonna whoop his ass, and I think most of America would be behind me on that one,
Oh yeah.
right?
absolutely.
Because
The problem is you'd be the
'cause-
one doing prison time behind it.
but for that scenario, fuck it, man. That was worth it,
Oh
man.
yeah. Oh no.
It really
Yeah,
is, 100%.
absolutely.
And for the court system to fail you like that, no, fuck you, court system, fuck that. Man.
Yeah. No, I agree. And this is one of those examples where you look at why people are concerned with how the justice system's working right now.
Yeah.
This is a perfect example of conversation
But
that needs to be
we're
had.
focused improperly on it, right? We're making it into a race thing when it's a status thing, right? It's a
Okay,
social
so tell me a black guy that swims on a college team rapes a girl. Does he go to jail for 3 months for raping
What
a
was
girl?
this kid's name? What was this kid's name? Greg? They killed a 54-year-old man here in Las Vegas.
It's Vegas. I'm talking about Santa Clara County.
Does
An
not matter,
affluent
Rick.
white.
You're not gonna have the same fucking piece of lightning strike the same area twice. It's a similar story.
I'm
and
just saying, put him in that same situation.
murder. A
If you put him
murder,
in
a
Brock
murder
Turner's
is just as bad as
situation-
rape.
19-year-old Zayon Collins.
Okay, we're talking
Leon
about Las
Collins
Vegas versus
killed
Santa
a
Clara.
person.
Are you guys as affluent as I mean, like literally, look at the difference between Santa Clara County and Clark County, Nevada. There is a difference there. You're talking
This
about a bunch
kid-
of rich
this
white
kid was
people in
going
one
to-
area and they are taking care of one of their rich white kids that's going to school there.
Okay.
That's what I'm
And
getting
this
at.
kid
Now
was from
tell
the
me a
Bishop
black guy gets the same
Gorman,
thing. You're going to tell
one
me
of the
that
top
he's going to
prep
get the
schools in
same
the country.
respect? He's not going to get that same sentence. He's not going to get 6 months because it's Santa Clara. And if you're in good behavior, you know, you only do 3 months. I guarantee you, if you look at the statistics there, that is not how it works. So
I guarantee
no,
you look at the
this is a
statistics
word.
after you get off. It's not about race.
It can
This was
be.
not
It
about race.
absolutely can be. If we're
Lee-
talking about
Lee-
the justice system, we can talk about race because there are statistics to back that discussion. That's the
Bring
thing.
them. Bring them. Well, you.
Cooper, how about
Yeah, I wish
Google
we
it
had
for
more
5
time today.
minutes instead of arguing it? Look it up really quick. It's,
Can
it's
we
there.
just
could.
can
I
can-
have the facts. I study this
So
shit,
you've
dude.
studied
so-
this shit. You know how many times you've seen two people, a white guy and a black guy, get convicted of the same crime and went in for the same time. Nobody got a harder sentence. Nobody got off early.
Okay? So
It's equal?
this is a stupid argument because you
That's
can make
a
the
stupid
argument
argument?
exactly the reverse when you say that's never happened with one person and one person. Of course, you can find extreme examples between two people.
No,
Of
you can
course
find
can,
you
right?
can find examples for days, Duper. It's not
Yeah, you
one
can,
article
you
you need
can.
to read.
I
You can
agree.
look at
I
statistics,
agree.
and it shows a
agree.
systematic problem, which is what
I agree.
everyone's talking about.
Doesn't make the system racist. It makes the system wrong. There
It's
needs to
got
be reform within
systematic
the system.
fundamental
Agreed.
problem.
But it doesn't make it racist.
Can we just
Okay.
say that the justice system is truly not blind and leave it at that?
Yes.
That's what it is.
And then I heard something along
No.
the lines of like Duper was really pissed off this week and he needs to rant.
It's FTMF time.
I know, even though he's already begun, but
Yeah.
He's already ready. He's ready.
Yeah.
Ready.
No,
ready.
no.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Well,
My
Well,
bad.
we're
I'm
supposed to
going
be
through the
working an
intro
hour
and bringing it up
30
for him
minutes.
anyways.
This is a 40-minute conversation by itself, and this is when he wants to bring it up. Son of a bitch.
yeah, an
Cooper, are you
hour
ready
and
to get-
5 minutes into it.
Are you
Yeah,
ready to get mad?
go.
Are you going?
Roll.
We're rolling.
All right.
He walked away though.
He did.
Take warning. The following segment is a personal view and opinion that may offend some. This is an independent opinion and should be taken as such. Put away your tissues and closed minds. It's time to hear the fucker out.
We're gonna wait for Rick to play it a second time. So
Nope.
No, he's
I
back.
fixed the sound All right, we gotta mute. We gotta mute because they're gonna hear us
Oh.
laughing.
Oh, god damn it. Can you guys hear me? Oh no.
Yes, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Oh, good, because I couldn't hear you guys. So, did you guys already play the music?
Yeah, intro's done. It's all you. You're good.
Ah, god damn it.
Carry it away, buddy.
We literally muted everybody so you could go, Duper.
Oh,
we
Good.
played
Did you
the
guys already
intro.
play the music? I don't know. All right. So anyway, this whole thing was gonna be about fucking NASA and how much I hate NASA and how the fucking space program is so goddamn stupid, and I don't understand why anybody even gives a shit about this anymore. But then I kind of changed my mind. Damn it, the stupid costume change fucked me up pretty bad. So I changed my mind, and I decided instead of attacking a new frontier, what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna talk about Ariana Copa. She's 5 years old, and she made in kindergarten. She heard about nursing homes and people in nursing homes. They were dying. People couldn't go visit them because of COVID-19. So she felt very sad for them. So she decided what she was going to do was she was going to make handmade cards for all the residents of Willow Point Nursing Home. So I just want to recognize her and say, you know what? Good job bringing some positivity in this new year. That's pretty amazing. And I think moving forward, instead of such anger and hostility, especially coming off that last segment, I'm going to change my FTMFs to more positive things like Ariana Copa's beautiful handmade cards. That's all I got.
I agree.
That is outstanding.
Very nice.
Outstanding.
Well,
you look like a nun.
yeah.
Oh,
you look like you look like one of those house wrestlers with WrestleMania shirt on, where they actually never televise those guys. They just go out to lose to hype up the crowd against the big
Yeah.
guy in that day.
I
Yeah.
like it, man.
How come we can never get an FTMF right? It's supposed to be
You
the
got it
simplest
right.
segment, and Rick
First
fucks
of
it
all,
up with the audio.
I got
Lee
the audio right.
is on point with the video, but then the guy who's
My
supposed to do it can't fucking get prepared. Can you hear me?